the explosion of EDM in America, I think, is something that many of us have been waiting for years. We actually even saw it in the early 90s. It was like, ah, here it comes, and didn't quite catch on. But I think, now with what's happened over the last years, with music being more available on the internet, people having greater ties to people with communication, and just all the other types of music taking what they heard in electronic music and kind of bringing it into their art. Madonna, hip hop, every pop record over the last 10 years has become more and more electronified, and I think that's kind of desensitized the people in America, and now we're finally ready. And you're also seeing what EDM. EDM isn't for me what perhaps I got into originally, like say pure electronic music or techno or house. EDM is a new form of electronic music. It's a crossover and a combination of everything that has happened in America the last 20 years. You hear and feel that kind of rock intensity. You've also got that kind of hip hop attitude. Put all that together and then, put it through a blender on the West Coast and Skrillex pops out, So it's, I think it's an interesting time just to see where this goes. We needed fresh blood and new innovation. That's, electronic music is a form of music because it's tied with technology that needs to move forward, and we're at another, stage of the game.
Here we are, 2012, I believe, and we're in the thick of it. It's EDM. Oh my God, it's the biggest thing since EBM, disco. There's been so many trends. So the outside world has heard about and thinks that there's something really big going on. To me, there's always something really big going on. Music is my life. So you appreciate it when it's underground because it's just you and your mates. And times like this, when the whole world wants you, you just get more attention, you can make more money. It's good for us all. It's good for business, But so it's funny, I hear some people coming into the business going, wow, EDM, let's go and do this. And it's as big as disco. It's just that we haven't had our iconic moments. So EDM is awesome, but be careful when a movie called Saturday Night Fever comes along, or whatever they're going to call it with EDM in the title. So careful what you wish for.
Well, electronic music in America is, as always, a very varied beast. It's not one thing. There is the big one of Skrillex, which seems to embody the very young side of that movement, because it is like it's like Bart Simpson got a computer, and it's like a comic strip version of all the electronic music that's gone before it, with a non-prejudiced choice, which is what I like about it. It's fresh. It doesn't carry any prejudices at all that might be around in Europe or in England, which is can be very snotty and very stratified scene. He has a completely fresh view of that, and it is like in reverse. It's exactly like the moment, say, the Beatles in England chose American pop to base their music on. Well, Skrillex has done that in reverse. He's taken European music to base his music on it, and he's created this new genre of body music. It's not body music. It's fun. It's powerful, technological music, and it works. And a whole generation's recognised it in the same way that generations before recognised Simple Minds or recognised Chemical Brothers or whatever. It's just the same thing happening on a bigger scale. There are other divisions, though. There are people like Zeno and Oaklander and Soft Moon, people who are mutating the music in other directions and making really interesting things as well, from totally different points of view. Some more European points of view and some more American art points of view. Soft Moon is like David Lynch made into a record, whereas Zeno and Oaklander are like a European art movie that's made in America. It's a kind of interesting mix of cultures, I think, that's going on at the moment.